In this video, I'll give you a few simple, powerful style tips that will help you elevate your fall outfits. Let's get started with layer more with Oxfords. Now, Oxfords are what I'm talking about here, but you could also do this with any type of button-down shirt as well. I just think most guys, especially in the fall, they just usually revert to a jacket worn with a t-shirt. This is what 95% of guys do. So it starts to look very common and also very basic. Now, don't get me wrong, I love wearing my t-shirts. I'm always going to be a big fan of t-shirts, but I think when that's all you're wearing, you can kind of look kind of redundant. So I think a great way to just add a little bit more spark and uniqueness to your outfit is to swap out your t-shirts for Oxfords. This looks so good. I love this pairing combination. I've been really wearing this combination a lot more lately. It just looks very good to me. It looks different. You're going to look a lot more unique than other guys just wearing the basic t-shirt with the jacket. But Oxfords are just so versatile. You can wear them with so many different things. You can wear them so many different ways. But wearing them under a jacket is just a quick swap that's going to just help you look a lot better with your fall outfits. I personally think Oxfords are just as versatile, if not more versatile, than your t-shirts, an essential piece. I think it'll surprise you how good they'll look under your jackets this fall. Now let's move on to the next one, which is experiment with your pants. I think a lot of guys make the mistake of just going into every season, especially the fall, and just wearing the same pants that they wore the previous fall season. And this is a huge mistake. I think this is a great time to experiment with your pants. So if you're just wearing the regular same slim fit pants that you've been wearing from, a couple years ago, I think this is a way that you are really just being very stagnant when it comes to your overall style. This is a great time to just experiment with different type of fits and pants that can add a different type of look to your outfits. So just try to go a little bit more out of your comfort zone this fall. This is something that I've been trying to implement a lot, and I can tell you just by trying to experiment more with pants, I really feel like my style has elevated significantly. I've definitely just took a chance on myself and just took some risks with my style, but I feel like in the end I've just been able to just discover different pieces that have really just made me feel a lot more confident and just added a lot more style to my overall outfits. But there's so many different styles and silhouettes for pants. I think if you're limiting yourself to just one of them, you're really missing out on an opportunity. You got cargo pants, workwear pants, you got slim fit pants, of course, but you also got relaxed fit pants. You got the barrel jeans type of look that I love wearing as well. You also got the balloon fit type of pants. So there's many different type of pants that you can really tie into your wardrobe and take a chance with. You may not like all of them, but I promise you there's probably going to be one or two that you definitely discover that you can tie into a lot of your outfits that's going to make you feel a lot more confident. Don't put the sunglasses away. So I notice as we get into the fall months, as we're transitioning from the summer, a lot of guys think that they don't need sunglasses anymore, which is a huge mistake. They think that the sun isn't going to hit as hard as it was in the summer and things like that. But in the fall, there are plenty of opportunities where you still can use sunglasses. First off, it just really helps put that finishing touch on a good fall outfit. But then there's times where the weather is just going to be windy and possible allergens can get into your eyes and bother your eyes and things like that. So having sunglasses are a great way to prevent this as well. And even in the fall, the sun still peeks out. It can still be bright outside. This can cause you to do that ugly squinting that a lot of guys do. So make sure that's not you this fall. Make sure you have sunglasses handy that you can put on at any time. It's going to help complement your fall outfits. Having these in the basic colors like navy, black, tortoise, any color like this is going to be a great opportunity just to add some more style and a better finishing touch to your fall outfits. Because the fall can be windy and the air can be harsh on your eyes. So having good sunglasses that are handy are going to help you prevent a lot of these problems. Try out a matching set. This is such an underrated piece to me. I think many men sleep on having a matching set, but this just takes all the guesswork out of getting dressed. You just put it on and instantly you feel more confidence, an effortless look, and it also just takes such little time to get ready. My favorite brand for matching sets is the brand Coofandy. I just picked up 2 matching sets from them. One in this khaki suede color. This is a great color for the fall. It just looks fall appropriate. It's very comfortable, and this is something you can throw on all the time. And the great thing that I love about matching sets, which makes me feel like they're a great investment, a great bang for your buck, is that you can swap them in and out. So the pants you can wear with different tops, and the tops you can wear with different bottoms. So it creates many different looks that you can have in your wardrobe. I also got this gray matching set from Coofandy too. If you don't know this about me, I'm a big gray guy, as I'm wearing currently a gray t-shirt right now. So gray is always a color that I'm looking to tie in to my wardrobe. I just love gray pants, gray jackets, gray socks, gray shoes, gray sweaters, any type of gray top I love wearing. So Gray is always a color that I'm looking to add into my wardrobe, so this one here from Coofandy was just a great pickup for me. It's cozy, it fits well, and I feel like I can throw this on anytime and I'm always going to look good and feel confident. So make sure you check out the brand Coofandy. I'll leave the link for them in my description. Pay more attention to your underlayers. So I kind of touched on this with the Oxford shirts, but I think a lot of guys, they stock up a little bit too much on jackets and forget about the underlayers. This is why I feel like a lot of guys just look so basic with just a simple t-shirt with an outerwear piece on top of that. When you start to swap out and change out your underlayer pieces, you can create many different looks with just one single piece of outerwear. So let's take one outerwear piece. If you have one outerwear piece or just a couple different outerwear pieces, but you have multiple different types of underlayers, you can create many different looks with just these few outerwear pieces. If you have Oxford shirts like I was mentioning, those button-down shirts, if you have Henleys, if you have hoodies, if you have t-shirts, if you have tank tops, if you have sweaters, all these different underlayers can create many different looks when you put them under your outerwear pieces. Underlayers just have a huge impact on your outfit, and like I said before, it can cause you to just create many different looks with just a few different pieces of outerwear. This is something that I'm personally going to be doing more this fall, just because I feel like there's so many different ways to just get more out of your outerwear pieces by just swapping out the underlayers. Plus, underlayers are a lot cheaper than outerwear pieces too, so it's going to save you a lot of money as well. So definitely try out this tip because it'll help you get a lot more use out of just having fewer pieces of outerwear. Try fitted clothes with looser clothes. I think this is a great thing to play with. This is something that I've started to play with a lot more too for this fall season. But I think when you can have like a mix of proportions, a mix of silhouettes, I think this can really look very visually interesting. So for say your top, if you have a top that's oversized and bottoms that's oversized and looser as well, I think this kind of looks a little sloppier versus if you have on like the wider, looser pants and then your top is a little more of a fitted look. It creates a better proportion and makes your outfits look a lot more balanced. And it creates a very cool drape effect. But having loose tops with loose bottoms just can kind of look sloppy unless you're pairing like the loose bottoms with the loose top, and then under that loose top you have on like a fitted tank top or t-shirt or something like that. This can cause it to look a little more balanced because that base layer is a little more slimmer. But other than that, I wouldn't go for a loose top and a loose bottom. I just don't think it looks as good. I would try to create a difference with the silhouettes and have one in a more looser fit and one in a more slimmer fit. I just think this looks very visually interesting and just causes a much more proportional and balanced look. Also, doing slim pants with slim bottoms, I don't know, it can be done. I just think it doesn't look as visually interesting as well versus if you mix the silhouettes together. So I think when you can combine the looser fit clothes with the more fitted clothes, it just creates a much more balanced, sharp look without looking sloppy. Now, the next point I want to talk about is to try out a vest. With one vest, you can create so many different looks. Let's take those underlayer pieces I was just talking about. You can wear a vest over any of those. You can wear a vest over a sweater, over an Oxford shirt, button-down shirt. You can wear a vest over a hoodie. You can wear a vest over an overshirt, shirt, jacket. You can wear a vest over so many things, a long sleeve shirt, you name it, a vest is gonna look great with. It creates so many different looks for you and it's such a versatile piece for the fall. And it instantly adds a stylish layer to all your outfits. And most importantly, it's not too heavy, so it's not gonna weigh you down. Black footwear. So here I'm talking about black sneakers, black boots, black derbies, black loafers, things like that. First and foremost, I think black sneakers and black boots should be in your wardrobe for the fall just because I feel like you're gonna wear these probably the most often. But black is such a versatile color, and for the fall we have very unexpected weather conditions where it could be raining, muddy, anything like that. When you have on a good black shoe, you don't have to worry about the shoe getting scuffed up or dirty as much compared to like your lighter shoes or white sneakers. I just want to make it extremely clear, I'm a big fan of white sneakers. This is my favorite sneaker of all time. But in the fall season, you can kind of start to tiptoe around differently because you're so cautious and concerned about getting them dirty. So having a good black sneaker is going to help you just prevent a lot of these problems. So anytime in the fall you feel like you're going to have to be more cautious or a little bit more worried or concerned about getting some shoes dirty that you're going to be wearing, I think it's great to just slip on a black shoe because you won't have to worry about these problems as much, and a black shoe is always going to go with pretty much anything as well. That's it for me today. I hope you got some out of the video. Make sure to give it a like down below. I'll see you next time. Thanks. Peace.